Hey everybody, and welcome back. I'm here with Shannon again today,
Hi everybody.
and we've got a pretty interesting setup. A little bit different from what we're at every day. Just about every day, it's a little bit different. And we tried, as you can see, there's a lot of sun in there. We've done everything we can to barricade the sun so it doesn't hit the machine. And luckily, we were able to make it so you guys can see all this. There was a big reflection right here, and we couldn't see it originally, but we made a little blockade and invested in a little time.
Looking better.
Yes, it's way better. So, just so you guys know, we do care. We do see the sunlight, and we are working on it.
Fully aware of it.
Yes. And before I started, I want to give a huge shout out to Todd Bosley's world famous products. I usually do this in the middle of the video, but I want to do it right at the beginning. Start us off on the right note. Because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here playing this game, doing these videos, and doing these contests, and giving away all these prizes. So they deserve a huge thank you and shout out. And if you haven't already, you really need to get out to toddbosley.com, Amazon, or Walmart and grab some world famous products for yourself. One taste and you'll know why they're world famous. So I'll stop yapping and I'll start playing what you guys came for.
Starting with the wall.
Start throwing with a nice fast wall, I guess. And
You're so fast now. I can't compete. So fast.
I feel like I'm in the coin pusher Olympics.
You are. That's what it looks like.
We do have a couple names for you guys today, so make sure you're listing for those. Looks like they're liking their own walls. This is yesterday we kind of had a wall of chips and silver. Today we just have I guess it is chips and silver still, but they just kind of alternate.
Alright.
Shannon, take a
I'm
whack at
gonna
it.
try. Hoping we can have as good of a day as we've had the last couple.
I'm thinking we have the luck on our side because the $1,000 pieces are actually down on the bottom shelf today. The $5,000 piece is way up on the top shelf there. You guys can see the little red piece there in the middle. That's the $5,000 piece, so we might have a little bit of a journey for that one.
And that's what I'm gonna win today. That's what I'm trying for. Well, alright.
So that was the machine beside us.
Oh, I thought it was this one, darn it.
That was funny. Yeah, there's nothing down here, so...
There's quarters in there?
Yeah, there's
That's
some
crazy.
quarters fell out of the machine next to us, so I'm just going to put those in there.
Whoops. Oh,
Ooh.
first stack
That's
fell over.
all the $100 chips right there. There we go.
Always backwards.
Gonna let a lot just kind of adjust. And of course they did go backwards, so used to that one.
Kyle through the first quarter, everybody. I see it. Whatever it was. I put it back in your thing.
Oh,
Alright. So while he's cleaning up the winnings, let me get loaded up a little bit. While he is cleaning up, I'm going to build
nothing but quarters so far.
a wall. Well, we just started, so we have to get our luck going. My fingers aren't moving. Let's see what that does. Okay. Woo. That was pretty good.
That sounds like a lot.
It was a lot. I can clean while you do it if you want.
Alrighty. Did you see what you got?
No, I didn't.
You got a $500 chip in here.
I did. All right. I didn't notice.
First 5 minutes, we already got a $500
It
right
all
there.
fell together. Go ahead. I'll let you.
Alrighty.
I'll let you go.
Ooh, the $5,000 chip on the top there is getting ready to fall.
Love it.
Chip, going, whatever it is.
Coin, chip. The red thing.
That there red thing.
Move it over a little. Whoa. Loud when you're down here. Cleaning it. Oh. Alright. You also got a $500 chip.
Oh, that's
or
nice.
a coin out of that one.
However you want to say it.
And a lot of quarters. A lot of quarters.
Let that play out, then let Shannon have another.
That sounds good too. It's not standing. I can't believe it.
So I noticed today, something that we usually get out of here pretty quickly, or pretty easily, is missing today. The little rolled up dollar bills. They're not in the betweens or anything,
Where?
so looks like they just kind of switched it up on us a little bit today.
Well, shoot. I didn't notice until just now.
But I do think there's a little bit more silver in here, though.
Okay.
And
There you go.
all the quarters you had stuck up there at top are gone now too. I don't know if you noticed that.
I did not. Someone cleaned it.
Yeah, it's like they were watching our videos and they heard us complain.
Yeah. Somebody probably noticed when they were filling it too. Alright. Since my quarters keep falling, I'm trying to stuff a bunch in here. See if I can make a really big wall. I'm never going to be as quick as Kyle. Alright, one more. Alright. See what that is. Alright.
Oh. There we go. I think that last stack's getting ready to fall too.
Yes, it is. It's going to fall at any moment. Another $500 chip.
That stack just fell on its own.
Okay. So we have 1,500 in coins, plus a ton of quarters. Again. Finally, we got some chips and some silver out of that.
There we go. Some other big stuff coming out.
Yeah. Couple, $400 in chips. Oh no. Something else in here. $500 in chips. Alright. Guys, I'm going to step away for a second. Kyle's going to play. I'll be back.
So okay, I'll hog the playing field here for a second. And I did notice, so all the $100 chips were actually all in one stack, it looks like. So when Shannon knocked that down, it just kind of butted them all backwards. But now we're just going to start getting them in a line. It's like they're lining up to jump off there. There's some $5 chips right there, doing exactly what I said they would. So I was trying to get the quarters in my hand the right way, so can't really fire them off. Alright, so I'm really surprised not not a single $100 chip fell there. That one is just floating in between the shelf and the lid. Do hope everybody's having a good day. I know yesterday I was kind of complaining about the weather. Today it's still kind of cold, but pretty sunny. I don't see any snow, so that's always a good sign. Just so you guys understand that that's how it works. One day maybe the most beautiful day all month, and the next day might be the worst all year. So we have lots of $100 chips down here, guys. Probably easily $1,000 in $100 chips. A couple silver pieces. And I'll hold off on pulling the rest of my winnings out, so that way you guys have some action to watch. I just didn't want us to get jammed up down there. Ooh, I think that was at least a couple silver pieces there. You can really tell the sound of that silver hitting compared to everything else. Even those casino chips have a kind of a hit of their own. They all sound different. Ooh, that was nice. That was like 4 or 5 silver pieces at one time. You have to bear with me because there's a lot down here. It's jammed up, but I got it. Alright, so it's completely empty. It was really jam-packed full with the casino chips and a couple silver pieces. Actually, there's probably, I don't know, 15, 20 different silver pieces down there. And that's what was causing the jam up. They just kind of stack on each other and then you can't open the little door down there anymore. You can tell most of that was casino chips just by the sound. We're getting some pretty good pushes. I haven't pulled any of the big guys out yet. There's 2 $1,000 coins in there and a $5,000 coin. Plus the $500 poker chip is still in there, a casino chip. So, I've been kind of building up the back shelf there. It's kind of been a little spread out, so I had to dump a whole bunch in there to fill the gap up. We've got a lot of silver and a lot of chips, guys. There's a pretty good amount of money in here. I don't want to take the time to stack them or organize them, just so you guys have something exciting to watch. So as soon as she gets back, Shannon, I'll have to take over and I'll count them up for you. But since I've got you guys here, I just wanted to congratulate the next name that goes into the bucket, and say a huge thank you to Todd Bowles' World Famous Products for letting me select this name. So, congratulations to Charm Sheebs. You're going in the bucket. I know you've been pretty active on the comments and stuff. I know a lot of you guys are, and that's great. You don't have to comment. It just helps because the more your name is seen, the easier it is for your name to get selected. So comment, share, subscribe. All of those get you entries, and that's where we can pull our names from. So the more your name pops up, the more likely it is that it'll be pulled to be put in the bucket. So I'll keep going. But I do really appreciate everybody sharing. We just got to do a little bit more of that, get that the subscriber number up really high. Honestly, if we can do another 1,000 in that subscriber number in the next week or two, I'd be way happier, and I'm sure the management would, and they probably up that prize there. So that kind of gives you a goal. Kind of aim for the 5,000 subscribers. Just share all you can. Get as many people as you can liking, commenting, and subscribing on everything that we have. Nice couple walls here. Like I said, that top shelf is getting pretty thinned out. Alright, so had to let that play out because I wanted to stop it and didn't want anything loose in there. Let that play out. Alright. There we go, finally got some big stuff moving again. Last couple pushes were kind of pretty standstillish. We just passed our 20-minute mark, so we're almost halfway through. We got about 40 minutes today, maybe a little bit more if we have a lot of stuff on the edge there that I can't walk away from. You guys know how determined we are. If we see something on the edge, we're not going to walk away unless we have to. we're gonna see if we can clear out this field before Shannon gets back. It's a good challenge for me. If I want to do that, I'd have to kind of go back to my thinking like I'm in the shorter videos. So for those of you who aren't watching, make sure you guys jump onto that video too. It's a second contest, separate from this contest, separate winners, so definitely more chances to win. Make sure you guys are participating, you're watching, commenting, and doing everything you need to. Pull my wings out again. Oh my God. Once you hear all that hit, that's mostly silver, a couple quarters in there, but a lot of that was silver. A couple chips too, but we're doing pretty good so far. You guys, there's stacks of silver, and the stacks were just dropping all at once. So that's pretty nice to see. I'm dropping quarters too. So. That sounded like a lot. And that was a $5,000. So I did it and Shannon wasn't even here. You guys think I should just hide it and see if she notices? So that's a huge win, $5,000. I didn't even get either of the $1,000 coins out yet, but the $5,000 is a huge win, guys. On top of the $1,500 we already had in those light chips. And I don't even know how many silver pieces I have here, or how many casino chips I have. But I have, there's a load of $25 chips in here, a bunch of $100 ones, and we're doing pretty good. So Shannon can thank me when she comes back on how much richer she gets. Shannon's back to collect her winnings.
I heard you. I was over there and I heard, but I didn't want to scream. Thank you. 5,000.
And I think that was the other $1,000 one.
Alright, come on, nice.
So now you can take over for a second. Yep, we got both $1,000 pieces.
Well, I didn't even have to work for that today.
So.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
You're alright.
And another $500 too, so.
You are alright.
And the $500 chip came out too, the
What's
poker
happening?
chip.
What's happening with the quarters back here, though?
I don't know. I think they just started stacking.
I don't know what to do. Try to get them out.
All right, so
might have to bump the machine with something.
I'll let you have a couple turns and catch up on this.
All right.
See what you can do.
If there's anything left for me to win.
I'll have some table scraps for you.
Oh, thank you. He also got a whole mountain of quarters stuck in the middle here for me too. But we want a lot of money, so I'll let him slide. Alright. I'm trying to knock those out of place, but it doesn't seem to be working. So, Probably just gonna have to let it go here in a sec. Oh, maybe that did it. I think that might have done it. Alright, let's see. Well, that sounded pretty decent. The quarters are still stuck. Try this again. I'm not sure what to do about that. So let's see. They may have to fix this after we're done. I don't know if I can get those out on my own. So anyways, I think we should start our routine of what's for dinner tonight. So, leave in the comments what's everybody having for dinner tonight. Any recipes with our Todd Bosley World Famous products, we'll take them. And we said that yesterday, but in case you weren't watching, if you have any good recipes or you are able to substitute one of our items for something you've already used or is in your recipe, let us know. Kyle is back over here and that pile is stuck still. It's only growing at this point. I'm not quite sure what to do about that.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
I know, I tried. So we have like 15 minutes probably. But I don't know. We might have to shake the machine and set the alarm off. I don't know. Maybe you can get them out. Oh, there you... Really? How come you get all the luck?
So I think the trick to that, and it's not no skill at all. It's just like you said, luck. The trick is when it's coming back out at you. That's when you should be dropping quarters on them. Because then the bottom's gonna be moving towards you while you knock the top down.
All right.
If it makes sense.
Yeah, you say so. Looks like we got quite a bit of silver out too. Now I see how you won so much money. You just played and played and played.
There's a silver.
Uh-huh. You didn't even take time to separate. No, I'm kidding.
Actually, you should have seen it. It was pretty jammed up.
I
couldn't even open the winnings thing.
I bet. It's hard to do it by yourself. So I just asked everybody what's for dinner. I asked them to give us some recipes if they have them.
Yeah, I don't know if I saw any on our video from yesterday.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I didn't see any.
So, grab the Slack and get us some recipes on there. If you haven't, order some world famous food so you can get us those recipes, guys. Get to it.
If you like hot sauce, we have some of the best. We have multiple hot sauces. Multiple barbecue sauces.
I want to say we have like 14 different types of hot sauces now.
Yeah? Well, the good and evil goes on every meal I eat at night, so. Except for sushi, we already know that because I have wasabi for that and it's already hot enough. So now who likes wasabi? That's what I want to know. Because I'll tell you what, you can barely have a tiny, tiny little taste of it without your mouth being on fire. But it adds a kick.
And I imagine if you're a sushi person, it's probably a must-have.
It's not wasabi or ginger or both. I don't do the ginger, I just do the wasabi.
Oh, there's a topic for you. Ginger is becoming very popular, if you didn't know that.
I think so. I think
I have a couple friends who are, they're very healthy, and they cut all the like nasty junk out of their diets, all the pop and stuff. And he shaves ginger, puts it in his water with some lemon, and he takes that to work with him every day. I tried. I didn't have ginger, so I just did it with the lemon, and it does quench your thirst, and it doesn't really make you that hungry. Like it kind of holds off your hunger for a while.
so it's supposed to help with your appetite?
Yeah, and it gives you energy too at the same time.
Oh.
So rather than starting with coffee, start with that.
Oh, stop it! I cannot get rid of my coffee in the morning. It's not happening.
Just the idea of shaving a root into your drink just kind of is off-putting for me. But
yeah, I got him jammed up again.
They must not like you. So I did use all the quarters that I brought, so I'm just going to dip into the winnings real quick. There's plenty of those.
Plenty of winnings.
And hey, speaking of ginger, we actually have a ginger beer, like root beer. We have ginger beer, really good. At least, like I said, I haven't tried it, but anybody who loves ginger ale, I've had try it, and they really love it. I'm not a big ginger ale person, but I know some people can drink that every day of the week. I've had a couple big ginger ale fans try our ginger beer, and they love it. I know, I love our root beer. I actually have a bottle open over in my office right now.
I saw that go by me.
I didn't do it.
Throwing quarters at me again. I'm trying to separate our winnings. I'm intently concentrating. Alright.
I'll let you go back at it.
Alright.
And I'll focus for you.
See if I can win anything. Alright, at least I'm not getting them all jammed up this time. I think the last couple of days have been our best winning days yet. We've gotten the big stuff every time.
It's almost back to back too.
Mm-hmm.
I know we won that 5K yesterday.
3 days in a row, I think we did.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I was like, I'm pretty sure we won the day before.
Yeah.
I definitely gotta say, leaps and bounds better with the less traffic in there. Not a whole lot of all the cash is on the side now. So.
Oh yes. Actually, the cash just fell.
Really?
Almost. It almost fell in. The one on top of the
I wondered if that
World Famous.
Yeah, I wondered if that was gonna do anything.
It just, as soon as you talked about the cash, it slid down. That was really weird.
You heard me talking.
Weird.
A lot to go down.
Oh, you want me to keep going?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I was just kind of watching it for a minute.
Sometimes you almost have to take a step back and just stare at it for a second.
Well, I was kind of devising a plan and then looking at where to put the quarters.
We also have a lot of people saying that this is a scam. It is not. This is a real contest. You can win real entries and real prizes from participating. So make sure you are subscribed and you're commenting and you're not leaving those nasty notes.
And that was a big one. And that was a big one. Nobody saw that.
Didn't happen.
Quarters.
So you can actually notice one of the winners commented on one of our videos saying that they received their prize. So I'm pretty happy about that. If you're still watching and still participating and you are a winner who's received something, go ahead and comment down below and let me know what you think.
Luckily, I only had like 8 quarters left in my basket because I just dropped them, so everybody knows. if you heard me.
I only got to watch it from the ground, so...
It's okay, it was only a few. It wasn't that many. Alright, I'll let you go. I'll clean up my couple quarters.
Alrighty. So we got a lot left right here in the front, just ready to jump. We got, that's 1,000 there, another 1,000 there, and another 1,000 there. So that's $3 grand right in the front we can pull. So let's see if we can get that.
Please do.
And I wanted to say congrats and good luck to our next name to go in the pot, Melvina Danzy. Your name will go into the bucket and with all the other guys in there, guys and gals, sorry. And on Monday we'll pull a name or names, and we'll see get a couple good prizes out there. Make sure you're watching. We still have another name to announce this video, and we announced 2 so far. So make sure if you missed one, you got to go back, rewind, start over, and listen a little more closely. You do not want to miss your name, guys. It's a really nice prize, and all it takes to win it is to watch, share, and like. And occasionally comment.
Alright, I think I'm going to do the last quarters I have with me on this run. I don't know where we're at in time. I haven't looked.
Looks like we're right at the 30, about the 38 mark. Just shy of it.
Alright, so we just have a couple minutes.
Yeah. Trying to keep it around 40 minutes today with the schedules both of us have. It's only 5 minutes, but that extra 5 minutes really helps us the rest of the day.
Yeah.
And like I said, if something looks so promising, I'll throw a couple extra quarters in if I have to.
I'm just going to make a big wall with the last of mine and see what happens. I think I had more left than I thought. That one bounced pretty far.
Almost jumped into the second field.
Oh, I noticed. Hopefully those aren't going to get stuck over there. Only a couple more. 2 more. Okay. See what that does.
Alright, so that put one of the $500 on the edge here. Looking pretty far away for the rest of them now. Let's see what...
You might get lucky. See if that does anything.
Nada.
Underwhelming.
Alright.
Alright.
Well, we're right at our 40-minute mark, and we pulled a bunch of money. Let me show you. I'll show you the quarters first. Oh, God.
Need help?
Almost. So you see all these quarters. Show you from the side. There's a lots in there. A couple $100 easily. We usually just use them to fly the next game. And I had these all stacked neatly until I went to pick them up and they just fell. So that's a lot of $25 chips there. These are $100 chips there. We got a whole stack of those. And some more. Bunch of silver in there. And these are our big guys, are $1,000 and a $5,000. So we've got a lot of money here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and another 1,000 in chips. So at least that's at least 10 grand there. We actually, with all the other chips, we have in here, and the silver too is huge. Like every 4 of these is another $100. So that's a lot of money there, guys. We walked away pretty good. I can't be too beat up. I wish I would have walked away with a couple more of those $500 pieces, but I'm happy with it.
Kyle won all the big stuff when I wasn't around, so thank you, Kyle.
Yeah, no big deal. Just carried the team on the back today.
Yeah, I owe ya.
And I'll wrap it up by announcing the last name I have. This person has been commenting, has every day they come up with a really drawn out comment, so I really was excited to pull this name and put it in the bucket. So Michelle Ishimaru, sorry, you tell me every comment that's spelled or pronounced just like it's spelled, but hopefully I got it right. You're going in the bucket, and good luck. Hopefully I pull your name again, and
congratulations.
Congrats, and good luck to everybody else. I don't even know how many names I have in the bucket, but I have a pretty good amount of them, and we're getting close to the drawing. So thank you guys. Make sure you're subscribed, you're sharing, tell all your friends so they have a chance to win too. And I think that's about all I got for you guys.
Have a good night, everybody. Thanks.
Thanks. We'll catch you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.